All right, so we're out in the field today, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about fire ants. So fire ants are really prevalent here in Florida and throughout the southeast. They're invasive, exotic, so it's totally okay to get rid of them and treat them. One of the most common ways of treating them is a variety of different chemical treatments. It was brought up in the last session that a lot of folks use Amdro, and that's what a lot of the managers out here at the Range Cattle REC use. They use Amdro to sort of spot treat fire ant mounds that are around our buildings, and also at certain experiment stations to protect the people that are working those experiment stations and those experiments from fire ant bites. Now, fire ants will definitely consume eggs and chicks in the nest, and they can be a big predator for bluebirds. So obviously you don't want to put a bluebird nest box near a fire ant mound. You also might want to treat your fire ant mounds, and you can do that chemically. We've decided not to do that. We're going to do something a little different. But if you wanted to treat your fire ant mounds in your yard or spot treat them when they pop up near your nest boxes, you can use Amdro or other chemicals. And we're going to post some resources because it's really beyond our topic to get into the how and when and how frequently to actually apply Amdro or other fire ant treatments, but we'll post some resources about how to do that safely and efficiently. Now, there are some cons to doing that. You will likely kill native ants, which you don't necessarily want to do, but you will also wipe out the fire ants. So this is one of the fire ant mounds here in the field. Pretty sure this is active. I'm just going to poke it to sort of make sure. Yeah, so this is definitely an active fire ant mound. So you can sort of see they're piling out of it, and if you stepped in that, you would get a lot of bites. And you know, if you are hesitant to use chemicals, you can also use boiling water. So boiling water is going to be effective about 60% of the time in removing that fire ant mound by killing the queen. The Amdro can be much more effective, somewhere between 80 and 100% effective if applied correctly. But boiling water is a safer treatment in terms of other animals and other native ants. All right, so we're here today at one of our nest boxes. This one has eggs. So we've been thinking more about how we can protect the nest boxes from ants, fire ants, while not necessarily using the baits that can be damaging to other species and native ant species. So it's worth noting that here at the Range Cattle REC, a lot of the ranch hands, they do use the ant bait Amdro on our site here to protect cattle and other features, but we've decided that we don't want to use Amdro around our nest boxes because of potential harm to native ant species. So we've been talking with colleagues about some other options, and some colleagues up in around Gainesville area and doing a lot of their bluebird research. They'll use a basic axle grease, and they'll apply it to the nest box pole to prevent anything from climbing up that pole. And they told us not only does this protect against ants, but also helps protect against snakes and other things as well. So we're going to go ahead and apply that and just show you how we're doing that. I also wanted to give you a research update. So on March 15th, 2021, we have 8 nests occupied at our 20 sites. One nest hatched on March 15th, 2021, and the next little bit will show a short video of these brand new hatchlings. 2 nests are currently being incubated. The predicted hatch dates are March 16th, so tomorrow, and March 24th. And then 1 nest is still being laid. There's 3 eggs in it right now. And then 3 nests are complete but do not yet have eggs. And 1 nest is nearly complete. Now our occupied sites, if you want to go to the other video and look at what these sites look like, our occupied sites are 2, 4, 6, 9, 14, 15, 18, and 19. And currently, both the NABS boxes and the Florida Bluebird Society boxes are equally occupied. There's 4 of each of those occupied. Interestingly, no Gilbertson boxes are currently occupied. So that's our brief research update, and I look forward to seeing you and chatting with you more at the end of this month. Thanks.